Hello everyone and welcome back to Immortal Cities, Children of the Nile. So, I've been delaying making any more recordings of this because unfortunately I have been sick. As you can probably tell, my voice is a little bit off still, but I got really antsy and I decided, screw it, I want to make a recording. So we're doing this. I'm going to do my best to try to keep the coughing to a minimum, but you have been warned. So, I do believe I said this time we were actually going to be talking about and going into how to make a laborer's camp to do some of the more work-intensive constructions that you need to do in this game. For example, if we go into monuments, stuff's like, well, not so much of the mastabas, but more along the lines of the propaganda, like the small steels, the regular steels, obelisks, and grand obelisks, which we don't have anything worth doing with the obelisk at this moment. Also, statues and pyramids all require the work of a laborer's camp, as well as the raw materials to do it. Now, laborers are multi-purpose. You use them to either gather, move, and set in place all of the materials that you need for all of your various projects. We use granite over here for obelisks and steels. We use basalt for the statues of religious buildings and propaganda. We use, what is that stuff called? It's on the overmap here. Limestone, fine limestone, and just regular old limestone to build the pyramids. The regular limestone is the base, and the fine limestone is the nice white outer finish that makes the pyramids look all nice. As you can tell, we've also done some more world map stuff, but that's not for, that's not really what we're talking about this time. Although we do have access to cedar now through this trade partner, so there's that. But yeah, so I think what I'm going to do, because propaganda is more important than statues, I mean, like, we could set up one over here for this basalt quarry, but we don't really need it for this mission, to be honest. We're just going to go ahead and set one up over here near this granite quarry, and subsequently this gold mine as well. So it'll be a nice two-for thing, although we are getting gold from... There's no way I'm going to be able to pronounce that right. I don't even feel like trying. They are giving us a tribute of 10 gold because we did send them. We did become, whatever the requirements were, I forget. But yeah. So in regular fashion, I'm going to go ahead and pause the video for a little bit, or cut it. I'm going to cut it from here. We're going to go ahead and get a basic laborer's camp set up. We are going to be short one educated worker to get it, running to its best capacity, but we have to work with what we have, right? So I will be back once that is set up. See you guys then. Alright, so this is a really basic laborer's camp just kind of set up. So here we have where the overseer's house is going to go. Here are the laborer's huts. Here's a bakery to pay them all. Here's a couple of common shops, like a mat. I don't know what these guys are going to turn into. I guess they're all deciding to be mats. I don't know why. Yeah, all three of them decided to be mat weavers. Yeah, don't do that. You become baskets, you become linen. Jackasses. Unless it's because they're going for the closest, which is the papyrus reeds. Ugh. Man. So yeah, we'll go ahead and wait for all these to finish getting built, and then I'll come back and show you. We might need some more laborers' huts, but we'll just go ahead and start with 10 for now. Yeah, we are going to need another prestige so that we can get a priest out here. You'll notice it's also kind of close to this. I mean, like, you don't really want it too far out there. You want it close enough to where it's close to some of the resources you're going to use, but not so far out that they can't use any of the basic services. I mean, it's pretty standard stuff, a lot like your military. But yeah, like I said, we're going to wait for these to get finished, wait for our guys to show up, and then we'll put them to work. So see you guys in a bit. Alright everyone, so most of the important buildings are finished. While I was off camera, our prestige did manage to go up a little bit because I have been building some more tombs to sell to my nobles. So that allowed us to go ahead and put plans down for a priest apartment, and then a shrine and a hospital. The shrine we're just going to go ahead and go to Horus because he is our city's patron deity. Well, that's too bad. We couldn't keep the upkeep for the Siege of Boras, which if you remember we started in the last episode. and so it cannot survive with it. So we're actually going to go ahead and suspend relations with this site for now. We hopefully won't need it. Alright, so what we want to do is, since we're close to the granite quarry, we actually want to go ahead and set up places for steels, or steles, or however you pronounce it. So with these, go ahead and pause this. You select which one you want to do. You do a small steel for a quick boost. It only takes 20 bricks and one small steel to actually go ahead and do it. Or, you know, I mean, it's not too much of a difference. It's only 5 extra bricks for a large one. And, like, look, if you click on it, it'll show all the different things we've done on the world map. Like, all the expeditions we've done, getting tribute from Menghiha. That sounds really goofy to say. The Siege of Baris, which we failed. Well, we haven't really failed it yet. We just suspended relations with it. But as you can see, there's like 4, 4, 8, 12. But if we do a steel, like a regular one, it's at least 2 extra for the expeditions. This one is 4 extra. This one is like 6 extra. So we want all this high prestige. So what we want to do is we want to decide where we want to put it. So let's go ahead and do the Siege of Baris first. This one we're just going to go ahead and slap. Coughing, sorry. Or fighting it anyway. This one we want to put near our military, just so that they always know. Well, they do always know their own accomplishments, so let's go ahead and put that one here by the farmers. Alright. So now what'll happen is if we go back to it and click on it, you'll notice it's gone. So you can only commemorate something in propaganda once. So what'll happen is our bricklayers will need to come over here to go ahead and build this thing. And then once it's built, well, actually I think we can actually do it right now, seeing as how it's been placed, so they know we need it. So we actually go ahead and tell the overseer to go ahead and quarry granite steels. And as you notice, again, like everything, when you select it, this thing changes to let you know what he's doing. So right now he's off doing something else, but as soon as he actually gets to work, where are you? He is shopping for linen. Managed to pick up 1. I need more shops, is what I need. I'm actually going to go ahead and cut this off for a second until he actually gets over there, because no point in wasting valuable time. Oh, really? Yeah, no point in wasting time with bullshit if they're not going to do it, so I'll be back in a minute. Alright, finally, damn it. I don't know what the hell was taking them so long, but... Alright. Like almost a full season before these guys finally got over here. Alright, so the overseer goes over here, and he oversees, obviously, the work site. In this case, quarrying granite. So the workers should come over, in theory, when they decide to do their damn jobs. Lazy assholes. And they'll just go ahead and, you know, do this motion, blah, 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 and they'll quarry out whatever it is you told them to quarry out. In this case, it should be... Well, the overseer's going home. But it should be, see if anyone else is doing their jobs. Someone's going to pray. These assholes are all just standing around. Well, I guess they don't want their food then. That'd be nice. It's like, oh, really? You don't want to do your jobs? Well, then you don't get paid. You understand me? You don't get paid. Maybe it's because the stele was finally finished. I don't know. Let's actually go ahead and put down the rest of these. Ooh, alright. So now, in theory, you need to hurry up there, buddy. Mine faster. Come on. Barely survived the bubonic plague with no medical care. There we go. Alright. So that's 1 stele. However you pronounce that. I think it's stele. It's on a carrying sledge. This guy is hauling, or he would be, if my other lazy-ass workers would actually get over here. Here we go. So, they come over here, and they haul it right out of the pit. It takes 4 of them to move a sledge. they're done. Let's go ahead and slow this down a bit. Alright, so the other guys I'm assuming won't actually come over to quarry the next little bit until these other steles are, the bases are set, which again you need 25 stone for. And as you can see, this also says overseer needed, material needed. That is because once the steles are built, or once the bases are built, I should say, and you know the top part's mined out or quarried out, man, these laborers are so damn lazy. I don't know if it's because I got them too far away. That shouldn't be the case, though, obviously, because they all, you know, we just got a bunch of guys over there. Here we go. Here goes another one. Come on, we need more guys to come quarry out stuff. We need guys to quarry things out. Come do that. Sorry, trying to suppress a coughing fit. It's really difficult. One of my priests just retired. Alright. I think I'm going to cut this off while I let them quarry out a few other ones. But, and so I can cough. But I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, you know what? We have 3, that's enough. So let's go back to his house, to the overseer's house, and we're going to go ahead and do we're going to do stele construction. So he will walk to one of the bases, doesn't matter which one. And again, my lazy laborers are going to be lazy. Well, here goes one of them. What are you doing? Going to haul. Here we go. And then, I don't know why they do this. They'll go to do a task, and then they'll just stop and talk to each other. It's really bizarre. But it's on max speed. No, not you. You. Which one are you going to? So the laborers will go over, they'll select one of the steles. Stop talking to each other. Don't do that. Just, there you go. They'll drag it on a sled over to the work site. And I forgot probably the most important part. We need a stone carver. Let's go and get that set up. Right, because we craftsmen. Yep, we have no stone carvers. Well, that was dumb. But we'll have it built here pretty quick. I got an excess of stone. But anyway. So they drag the steel, whatever, over to the thing. They glitch out for a second while it gets built. And then they just plop it there. Plop. See? Easy peasy. The only thing left to do is to wait for a stone cutter, which I have just built. But he's got to go to the bakery and collect his pay and do all that other bullshit. See, then another group of guys goes out. Not the same group of guys, you'll notice, because those guys are going home. Another group of guys goes out and they grab the next one. And they will drag that to the next stele. Let's actually go ahead and follow this guy, because we've seen that. So he goes over, and he gets to carving.
There is life in stone. Its magic is undeniable.
And as you can see, the construction finishes with his carving. And what he's actually doing is he's actually carving the propaganda that we told him to put into it. And I wish this would go faster than 2.5, but whatever. It must be harvest season, yeah. There we go. The glory of Nakan is known throughout the Isle of Cyprus, and it gives us 3 prestige, because we actually waited too long to get it built, or it actually took too long. It was originally 4, but the prestige of something does go down the longer it takes for, you know, your guys to actually get it built. We need more steles. But yeah, You notice that's for propaganda, it goes up. For the Stele of Cyprus. And if you recall, we need about 60 prestige to actually finish this one. And there, the glory of Nakan is known throughout the eastern desert. So that should be another... Oh, that one's only 2. Why is that one only 2? See, the prestige fluctuates. It's a little weird. So, like, you'll notice that the Stele for Cyprus went up. I think it's in relation to the other propaganda. So, like, the eastern desert exploration isn't nearly as prestigious as the Cyprus trade route, I think is what it is what it's talking about. No, I don't know what the hell it's talking about. It's talking about something. The eastern desert, the western desert, Sinai, Cyprus. Oh, Cyprus is up here. It's another trade partner. It's just an exploration thing that we did. Well, yeah, so that's the basics of how you get it set up. I suppose I could try to import some limestone and show you how to build a pyramid. But I mean, it works exactly the same. You just have to have the right materials. You tell them where you want the base. Although with the pyramid, it does work a tiny bit different. You know, we'll just do a very small pyramid. As you can see, it only requires limestone and fine limestone. It doesn't require bricks like the steles do. I swear to God, I'm pronouncing that wrong, but whatever. So like, you just pick where you want it to go. Like, here's a very small pyramid. Ugh, coughing fit. Hang on. Sorry about that. Anyway, so you just pick where you want the pyramid to go, and then you set your overseer to do pyramid construction or all construction. It doesn't really matter. Let's actually have them go back to quarrying granite steles. And yeah, it's the exact same thing. Your overseer goes over to it, your workmen come out and they grab the limestone that they need and they just build it. And then once it's, you know, once they have the whole thing set up, then the stone carver goes over and he puts it, you know, actually carves it into a pyramid shape. And that's it. It's really all you need the laborers for, is just that. We'd also set up another one over here to do like the basalt quarrying or to mine out some of these mines that are over here somewhere. See, I think this is that's an emerald mine. You know, we could do that. I mean, there's all kinds of little subtle nuance things we could do. But I mean, I'm really just kind of going off into the minor things. I mean, really all we were wanting to talk about was the laborers camp. Oh, there we go. Damn it, that's what I wanted to show off. I knew more than one could do it at once. I don't know why it was I don't know why they were being so lazy. So yeah, with this you kind of have to be careful, because if you're not paying attention, then they'll end up quarrying way more than you need. Sometimes, not all the time. But at this point, the only thing left to do is just go ahead and push up to the 30 prestige, and I think we have, yeah, we have 6 large estates. We can actually get some more farms. Alright, there we can. We'll put them over here. I'll do all that off camera. But yeah, I mean, all I have to do at this point is just push it up to 60 prestige. It should be fairly simple. Let's actually just go ahead and do that in overworld stuff. Let's go ahead and send one guy there. Send a guy there. Even though we don't really need the copper and the emeralds, let's go ahead and send a guy there. That brings us none. That brings us none. That brings us none. All these bring us none. I suppose I could do the fine limestone and the regular limestone, but they do cost 300. 300 food and upkeep. I don't really feel like doing that. I suppose we could, but, you know, whatever. So like I said, I'm going to go ahead and cut this off. Well, I was a little slow on that one, but it just kind of popped up like we were close, and I was like, oh, we got one more thing to do, and blah, 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 but then it bumped up. Anyway, so as you can see, we ended with a final score of 64 in prestige, which is impressive. City satisfaction was perfect. 550 total population. It took us 16 in-game years. And it says, like the flowing wheat fields of the river's edge, Nakan has sprung from the black earth, grown and prospered. Surely this majestic city is like unto a jewel set into your crown. And then, like most city building games, we can keep playing, or we can proceed on to the next... coughing fits, man. Or we can proceed on to the next challenge. And I think we're actually going to go ahead and do that next time. So, thank you very much for watching, and join me next time on Let's Play on Immortal Cities, Children of the Nile.